If you think you always make rational decisions, you might have been deceived for many years through life. Why do we often choose the expensive option, even though their real values might be exactly the same? Your brain is a wonderful data processing machine, but it is also full of many logical errors today. It must process millions of pieces of information every second and find shortcuts to save energy daily. These shortcuts are called heuristics. They help you survive, but also cause many biases in your thinking. Let us talk about anchoring effect, where the first number you see will dominate all your future decisions. When seeing high original price, you feel current price is a bargain, even if it is still expensive. The brain tricked you into believing that you just won in a very smart and successful financial transaction. The next is confirmation bias, the tendency to only seek information that reinforces your pre-existing beliefs and ideas. You ignore all contrary evidence and only pay attention to what you want to see on the internet. The algorithms understand this, and they create a perfect information echo chamber around your entire daily life now. That is why online arguments usually never reach a conclusion, because everyone is stuck in their own bubbles. The brain does not only lie about outside world, but also deceives you about your own personal memories. Your memory is not a videotape stored accurately inside a hard drive for you to play back. Every time you recall something, the brain reconstructs it and adds completely new details that never really happened. We often romanticize the past and forget the pain that we actually had to go through back then. This is the bandwagon effect, when we believe the majority always has the correct and best choice overall. The brain feels safe belonging to a group, even if that group is currently going in wrong direction. The fear of being isolated makes us give up critical thinking to blend into the general human community. The excitement of seeing the word sale activates the reward center in your brain right away for action. Dopamine floods in, making you feel temporarily happy before regret begins to appear in your conscious mind later. That is why you go on shopping sprees when feeling sad or facing high levels of daily pressure. The brain is playing a power game with your consciousness without you ever knowing about its hidden plans. Even what you see with your own eyes is not necessarily the absolute truth out there in reality. The brain automatically fills in the gaps to create a world that seems most logical to your perception. It prefers simple stories over complex truths that are difficult and very hard for it to explain clearly. We call this narrative fallacy, where everything must have a cause, even if it is just random chance. You believe that you can control the randomness of a life full of many unpredictable and changing events. Overconfidence is another trap that the brain sets for you to fall into during your daily life activities. Most people think they drive better than the average level of society in today's modern and busy world. But mathematics shows that is impossible. It is just an illusion of your own ego and personal pride. When the ego is threatened, the brain activates defensive mode to protect it at any cost for survival. It will find every reason to blame circumstances instead of taking responsibility for its own mistakes and failures. I failed because of bad luck, but I succeeded because I am actually a true and great genius. This way of thinking makes you feel better, but prevents you from truly growing and improving your skills. Too many choices is also a burden that causes the brain to become completely paralyzed and very indecisive. The paradox of choice makes you less satisfied with your final decision than if you had fewer options. You always wonder if another choice would have brought a much better and more pleasant result for you. The brain prioritizes stability and safety over taking new risks that could lead to potential growth or change. That is negativity bias, where we focus more on risks than on the potential benefits we could achieve. Since primitive times, being alert to danger has helped our ancestors survive much better in the wild world. But in the modern world, this often leads to anxieties that are not truly necessary for our survival. The media exploits this weakness to keep you staying longer on their platforms by using fear and shock. You are caught in a vortex of fear without ever realizing the actual and real truth behind events. So how can we escape from the control of our own brain and its many deceptive cognitive biases? The first step is to be aware that these biases truly exist in your daily life, every single moment. Slow down and ask yourself, why do I think so? Is there any real evidence for this thought? Slow thinking helps you activate the rational system to control temporary and fleeting emotions in your daily life. System 1 is fast and intuitive. System 2 is slow but extremely accurate and much more profound today. Learn how to use System 2 more often when facing the most important decisions in your entire life. Knowledge is the only weapon, so you do not become a victim of your own complex human brain. You cannot completely eliminate biases, but you can minimize their negative impacts on your daily rational decision-making. Mastering the brain is mastering life and unlocking your own infinite potentials for a much better future ahead. Do not let illusions prevent you from seeing the true beauty of the world that surrounds you daily. We have gone through a long journey to understand the many tricks played by our own complex mind. Always ask questions and keep your mind sharp and alert before every piece of information you receive now. If you find this video helpful, please press subscribe to explore more new things together with us today. Do not forget to turn on notifications so you do not miss next interesting psychology lessons from us. Thank you for watching, and see you again in our future journeys of exploring the human brain soon. Always be the master of your own thoughts in every circumstance of this long and wonderful life journey.